Yo, shit, this is today. This ain't yesterday. This ain't tomorrow. This today. Now, I done got with the program and got up to code for today. And shit, I'm out here. I'm gonna have to split this video up and put it with the next video because I don't want to do the split screen and be flipping the phone all up and down and doing all that other stuff just to let you see, the top half of me and the bottom half of me. But shit, I'm out here today. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here today. Just I'm parked at the minute, but yeah. So, you know, it's one of them days today. Nice little day. To put out a lot of music. Gotta wake up on that situation because gotta put out more music. And if you don't live life, you can put out some stuff that's fake, that's imaginary, and ain't nobody ever seen or nobody ever could imagine that could capture somebody's mind and be great idea, and it take off, and it's what it is, and not necessarily being anything negative, just a lifestyle that somebody can stretch that imagination to go that far. Today, I've had an opportunity to live a lifestyle and live inside a life of living life to different diameters and different dynamics of how that's been going and how other people live. So if you want to say that you dedicate yourself to music, or you saying that you want to be part of music, or you have something to do with music, and you don't make it to where music is actually being made or music was actually created, or you don't want to understand the history, about what has happened or how far the music has grown. It's just like anything else, people understand, and a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people won't know. And what I'm gonna share with you is history lessons of what you learned when you was in school, elementary school, or whatever. Whether you talk about Pilgrims and Indians, or you talk about cowboys, or you talk about Hatfield McCoys, or anybody. When the people first started getting here, and we talk about slavery and stuff like that, a lot of those situations did not just happen like people say, oh, down south, like, oh, everybody down south and people ran down south. Well, a lot of that stuff and a lot of them situations come and began in the north. And then out the north of what we all know from down south, or living on the east or the west, or living up north itself, when you talk about ports, and you talk about being entered through seaway, you have to start talking about New York with the stock market, stock exchange. You have to start talking about that. You have to start talking about Boston. You have to start talking about places in Massachusetts and stuff like that. You have to start talking about the Boston Tea Party. You got to start talking about a lot of those situations that happened up in the first original 13 colonies to be able to get to where you are today. Because when people migrate, they take a chance and leave and get on an Oregon Trail, or in that case, they created a situation where they end up going to where you have to have water supply whenever you leave a certain area. So if you don't have enough water, it's not sufficient enough for you to stop. Just as if you was getting in a vehicle, driving a fuel-driven vehicle that's driven by gasoline versus a vehicle that's driven by electricity. So you can't stop everywhere. You gotta understand how far you can go in certain situations. So I'm gonna show you, and it's not just about the bottom half, but the actual camera will be turned around, because for some odd reason I ain't buying these phones for some odd reason that got the where I could just flip the camera like I'm on these program sites and apps, to where I could just flip the camera around. We're on the phone. So it's a difference between being on the phone and being on the computer, because if I was on the computer right now, I wouldn't be able to show you what the bottom half of this outfit looked like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got, like just once in a lifetime situation. Because, like I say, today ain't today, and tomorrow ain't tomorrow. But I just made that up. But I'm saying yesterday, we talked about when I was in a Audi. You know what I'm saying? Riding around the city and busing. You know what I'm saying? Like this. But the other half, what I'm riding in today is a 2023 Kia Rio. Uh, Nice vehicle. If I was on the highway, everything could be what it is. But when I was on the highway, it wasn't what it was. It felt like it was people wasn't respecting the vehicle the way that it's just a smaller vehicle on the road. I had a few incidents where people tried to run me off the road. That was okay. I had a few incidents where, the wind from driving the vehicle in high rated speeds, and the wind would shift the vehicle certain directions to make it seem like, I was about to get ran off the road also. So, it's a nice vehicle. It's a nice gas saver. But if you wanted to take this vehicle and go out and say, hey, I want to go a long distance, and if the weather's not nice, I wouldn't recommend this vehicle being the vehicle that you would want to get in. Now, if it was more people in the vehicle that could put more weight in it, anybody might have been able to, handle that situation better. But with the weather, to be in the way that it was, this vehicle didn't handle the way that I could have handled it any other way. Gotta go, guys.